Any of y'all ever had the thought of what you would say if you happened to talk to your reigning governor or local politician? Uh, well, I've been having that thought a lot lately about writing an open letter to Gavin, Mr. Gavin Newsom, who I've known to call Governor Nonsense out here in California, which lately is seeming more like communist California. And for the most part, I generally try not to think of politicians. But ever since this so-called pandemic has happened, they've been in my mind a lot. Now, we went through the first lockdown that Mr. Newsom put in place, and I'd kind of like to ask him a few questions about it. When is the last time that he actually got down in the trenches with the people he supposedly governs? Instead of the pretty boy rich people, come on down to the streets. See what it's like down here when your businesses are closed. When people don't know if they're going to have a job to go back to. You know, you put all this fancy talk, how we all need to do this to stop the surge. Well, give us the facts then. Not these speculations or there's been cases of people testing positive on the rise. We have to stop this. If it rises, it rises. You're killing the economy of this state. With all this highfalutin crap, you and Nancy Pelosi and Feinstein and all the rest of the high, supposedly elite people, know what's better for everybody. You're putting out these mandates that people can't gather for Thanksgiving. You're putting out these mandates that people have to wear masks. You're putting out these mandates people have to keep 6 feet apart. And right after you put it out, you break your own rules. Not once, but a few times. What kind of leadership is that? None as far as I'm concerned. It's like you're shoving it in our face, hey, I'm rich, I can do what I want to do, I'm the governor, you have to listen to me. All bow to Lord Emperor Newsom. Well, this boy don't bow. When this pandemic started, first 3.5 months, everybody was told, don't wear a mask, save them for the first responders. Then all of a sudden, looks like a disco ball, you flipped it. Now everybody has to wear a mask. Oh, you gotta wear a mask, you gotta cough in your elbows, stay 6 feet apart, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So like lemmings, we all did what you said. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Newsom. When is the last time you tried to work construction or hit any kind of heavy industry wearing a mask all day long? When is the last time you put 8 to 12 hours wearing the mask all day long? I'm willing to bet you never have. I'm willing to bet you never really did a hard day's work in your life. You either been a paper pusher or somebody's protege all your life. But I don't know that for a fact. Personally, I don't like you. Never have. Never will. But the same could be said for almost anybody that has a Democrat by their name. If I thought you were good for the people of this California, I would back you up 100%. Might not like you, but if you were doing right by the people of California, I would at least respect you. I don't even respect you. I respect the office, but not the person who's got his butt in a chair. In my opinion, you and a lot of these other governors and mayors got your head so far up somebody's butt that you don't even smell reality. Your state is dying. You know, you're doing everything you can to kill the economy in this state. Over what? A virus? This country and this state has never shut down for anything since our conception. Now, all you guys can think about is hanging on to your little bit of emperor-like power by enforcing all this stuff. I drive through the streets of Oakland, I see the cops motioning to people to put their masks on. That's ridiculous. I'll wear a mask when I'm going into a store because that's their rules to be allowed entry. Or into a restaurant. Oh wait, we don't have them open anymore. Or even a barbershop, which I don't know if I can still get a haircut or not. People I know that own gyms are going out of business. I've known a lot of small mom and pop businesses that have gone out of business. Because, yeah, you may have told them to shut down, but you didn't do anything to help them with their business tax, their property tax, or their mortgages. You had this great idea, you and the government had this great idea about unemployment, and how many fraudulent claims have you gotten? How many people sitting in prison are getting unemployment while they're in prison? I know of at least 12, you know? But you can't find a fraud. Strange. I can. Maybe instead of making sure that, you know, you comb your hair the right way and get all the sound bites the way you want them and hope like hell you're not videotaped breaking your own rules at one of the highest class diners or dinner places there is in the state, so you can give this heartfelt, humble apology. Not that you're admitting you did anything wrong. Oh, I just got caught, that's all. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, yes. It was wrong. Please forgive me. You know? I don't understand you people. You seem to forget that you were elected to serve the people, not punish the people. You keep saying follow the science. Okay, well, follow the science. We'll follow the science when you give us the facts. How many people in this state have died of strictly COVID-19? Not just because they had the signs of it. Not because they had a heart attack. Oh, they showed signs of COVID-19. They tested positive for it. So that's what they died from. How many people have died in this state? Strictly cause of death was COVID-19. Can you answer that, Mr. Governor? Without doing the back end shuffle. You guys are good at throwing out, we got this 8,800,000 people dead. But as we all know, hospitals get paid extra for saying it's COVID-19. All I'm sure the American people want is the right facts. We're not getting them. So all I'm asking you, Governor, sitting there on your highfalutin ass up in the state capitol with all your highfalutin security and all this other crap, is enforce the laws we already got. You got laws against rioting, enforce them. Stop this so-called defunding the cops and bending over backwards for all these little protest groups. Even though they are part of the Democratic Party, as their own website had said, when they're funneling all their funds to the Democratic Party. Maybe you should start becoming an honest politician if that's possible. Instead of pandering to the rich people, oh my God, let's do something right. Let's pander to the people that actually pay your salary, not your kickbacks. But that's my own opinion. And it'd be interesting if I ever got the chance to ask him. I don't think I'd get honest answers. Because unlike all the snowflakes out here in California, I don't live in a fantasy world. I just keep getting up in the morning, going to work, and dealing with all the bullshit that the state throws at you. That's why I'm known for saying, when I retire, I'm out of here and back to where reality is. But that's my opinion. What I'd love to ask him, if I ever got the chance. But I have a feeling if I sent this to the Sacramento Bee as a letter to the editor, or an opinion page, it would never get stated. It would never get said. Because it doesn't fit the party line. I don't know. Anybody think there's a chance in hell this would get heard? I don't. Well, this is from me, John Atkins. I'm out. We'll see if I ever send it or not. Bye.